Welcome to promochat Teaser Tuesday. I'm excited to bring to you today is Marshall Atkinson from Atkinson Consulting, or at Atkinson T-shirt on Twitter. My name is Kate Plummer from Clearmount, and I'm here to sort of follow up on the best tweet of the week. So one tweet that we always want to dig a little bit deeper on. So we're going to start with a tweet where Marshall, you said, to our promo fact of 48% of Americans claim corporate environmental responsibility influences their buying decision. 77% of Americans believe companies should do good in the world. Hashtag promochat facts. So, and you responded with, which is why more printers should become SGP certified. Check out at SGP partnership if you need help. Let me know as I've championed 2 shops through the certification process. So we wanted to follow up with you because what we talked about this week was about purpose and how you bring it to what you do and how you work. And certification is a very tangible action of how you bring your purpose in. So we just wanted to our first question is, why should people care about getting certified, and how does that tie into selling the purpose of their product/company?
Well, for starters, certification is a great way to prove that you walk the walk, right? So anybody, especially with sustainability, can say, hey, I'm green, I've got organic, whatever. But if you don't back it up with facts, then you're not real, okay? So getting something certified, and better yet, a third-party audited independent certification where it isn't just you making something up is the way to go. And SGP handles that. So SGP is an acronym, of course, like everything, right? And that stands for the Sustainable Green Printing Partnership. And this is an independent nonprofit that's dedicated into injecting certification into the print sustainability process. So it isn't just apparel decorators. This is for anything that gets printed. So whether it's a piece of paper or a magnet or a tumbler or apparel, SGP, if you get that certification, you're proving that you are a sustainably minded company because you've gone through that effort to do it correctly. And that is a great thing because that's going to drop tons of money to your bottom line if you do that, because sustainability is all about doing things with less. So if you can do the same process and use less energy and less materials and less ink and less labor, you're going to have a higher output at a lower cost. But what's really great for your customers is these days, everybody's interested in the triple bottom line, which is people, process, planet. So they want to know what's going on. And if you can prove to them that you have a sustainability program with a certification like SGP, then guess what? You're a more tangible and valuable print partner to them, and you can realize higher sales just because of that.
Awesome. Yeah. So what does it normally take to become certified on that level? Like, what actions does the company have to follow, and sort of where do they start, and where do you sort of bring them through each step?
Right. Well, frankly, it's a lot of work, which is why a lot of people don't do it.
All the good stuff is.
If it was easy, everybody would do it, right?
Yeah.
So the where to start is at sgppartnership.org, which is their website. And what you want to do is I would say, if you're thinking about getting a sustainability certification, you want to start with one question and ask it, which is, why? Why are you doing it? Is it because you care about the environment? Is it because you want to save money? Is it because your customers are demanding it? Is it because there's some governmental regulation you're having to go through or something? So that's the reason why you kind of want to start with your process and understanding why you're getting into it. And I think that really is going to help you drive your actions. The SGP certification, frankly, is about a year's worth of work. Because you have to document your entire process. You have to change a bunch of stuff. You have to really figure out a lot of things. You have to measure. And another thing that you really have to do is get that audit. And so what the audit is, I don't know if you've ever been audited, but there's a guy or a girl who comes out and what do? They stick their nose into everything. They've got a giant checklist. They want to know that you're doing everything right. And if they find something they don't like, you get called out on it, right? And then you have to do a corrective action. And then you've got to realize you have to fix that. And so it's this big process. The reason why this third-party audit is the best way to go is because that the tiger has the teeth, right? I mean, this is what you're really paying for. And this is what makes that certification so valuable, is because you're at the top echelon of sustainable printers. So when somebody is looking for that, guess what? Here you've got it. And so you're going to get that work because you've got that certification. So it's one of these things where, yes, it's a lot of work, but the payoff is huge down the road if you do get it.
That's, yeah, it's awesome. And it's a lot of like, how do you tie in like what means to you, like exactly what you said before. So my friend Kathy Chang from Redwood Designs, like she talks about being like she's CAMSAC and WEBE certified, so women-owned business and
Right?
diverse cultures, and same with companies that have B Corp certification. Is I
Sure.
always everything she keeps talking about is that it's not just a matter of getting it, it's a matter of utilizing it. So you go to the meetings, you push and you do everything you can. Do you have any advice for someone who not only is going through that certification process, but how do they promote and utilize it beyond that step?
Right, sure. Well, similar to writing a business plan, you should have a plan for your sustainability. And that all comes from having a group of people within your organization determine what you want to do, what you're about, what's important to you, what are your priorities, who's accountable, all that kind of stuff. It can't just be you running around going, turn the lights off, turn the lights off, right?
Did you
You have to
recycle?
have, yeah, yeah, did you recycle? So you have to have uh, somebody in charge, right? But you need to have a team, and you need to have people that are going to be responsible and put things on a calendar and really kind of figure out what makes the best sense for you. And then once you do that, then it's not that big, it's not that hard. It's like any other project, it's due at the end of the month or whatever. But if you wait till the end of the month, it's really hard. But if you start at the beginning of the month, it's easier, right?
Oh, that's like all my
So
projects.
yeah, right. So the thing to do though is to really look at your whys. Why are you doing it? What's important? And then what I like doing is look for the low hanging fruit. So if you're money minded, where's the low hanging fruit? It's in your energy. It's in your electric bill. It's in your natural gas bill. If you're a t-shirt printer, if it's reusing things. So, doing things properly the first time is sustainable, because then you have no mistakes. You don't have to do them again, right? That's sustainable. Using less product. So if you can find a better performing something, that's going to take the place of something that it may be cheaper, but you got to use twice as much. Okay, so you can use less material and it might be a little more expensive, but guess what? You'll save money in the end because your people can use it faster. Also, you're using less product, even though it was more expensive to source. You'll use less of it, which means it's probably better. It's better probably for the environment. There's a lot of reasons to go into it, but the thing to do is just to research it and figure out by talking with different people, your supply chain, what makes the most sense, and then trying and experimenting and seeing if it works. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Is just to get in there and get your hands dirty, right?
Yeah,
So
make sure it's important to you before you go through the year-long certification for it. So
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
and make
Well,
sure
there's
that, yeah, everything has ripples for what you do.
yeah, and SGP's got a great team that can walk you through it. They've got a great website with lots of answers, which is sgppartnership.org again. And also, I've done this twice, so two different companies. I've got them certified. So anybody that's got any questions, I'm happy to help.
Perfect. Well, thanks for your time today. We've taken some time out of your busy day to talk to us about this and the value of certification and living with purpose and working with purpose. And so where can we find you on the internet?
Right. Well, my email is atkinsont-shirt.com, and I'm on Twitter as Atkinson T-shirt, and love to talk to anybody. My email is marshall@marshallatkinson.com. So everything's pretty easy.
You're all in the stream there. Well,
That's right.
perfect. And thank you so much. And thanks for being such an active
Right.
member of PromoChat. We really appreciate
All right.
it.
All right. Hey, thanks, Kate. I appreciate the opportunity.
Okay, take care.